the rule of Colel, parents of numbers rule, and the flexibility of number 1 and 2 in Gematria. Make sure you watch this full video today because this one's going to be an absolute banger. What's up, everybody? Art Turner, Data Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. Like I said in the intro, we have another banger for you today. It's going to be technical, it's going to be quick, it's going to be dense, but it's going to be simplified. We don't have to go too deep into it because it's right on the surface, but it's powerful when you go out into the gematria waters yourself, trying to find answers when you decode. The two rules we're going to talk about is the rule of Colel and the parents of numbers rule, which revolve around number 1 and 2 and its flexibility when decoding in the gematria space. All right, so this is going to be jam-packed. If you don't already know, I have my own website, dataproductionsmedia.com, where you can check out all my other articles from the past in relation to the videos I make on YouTube. So you can check this out when you have more time, but let's get into the article. Okay, so to start off on the right foot, we have some gematria decodes. We have rule of Colel and parent of numbers, and number 1 and 2 are not numbers. Those both equal 330 in English ordinal. As you understand, 0 is just a value placeholder, so you can see that as 33. Those are powerful yet simple decodes when it comes to these two rules. Rule of Colel, parent of numbers. Okay, those are the two rules. 33, 330 English ordinal, and it's off the basis of 1 and 2 not being real numbers. Number 1 and 2 are not numbers. Same decode, 330 English ordinal. Okay, so that's how we're going to start off, really simply, but it's powerful and it sticks to the point. And so let's get into the rule of Colel first. What is the rule of Colel? Well, we have a powerful decode. Okay, rule of Colel is valid decode in gematria. 333 English ordinal. So off the bat, it's gematria certified. It's valid. It's okay to use this rule, okay? So don't listen to somebody if they say, "Oh, this isn't accurate." They don't know what they're talking about, okay? And so let me give a description and explanation on what the rule of Colel is if you don't already know. The cabalistic rule of Colel states that one digit can be added to or subtracted from the gematria value of a word without affecting its value. That's very important. That gives you leeway, okay? So 332 can be seen as 333, or 334 can be seen as 333. This seems to modern ears to be a cheat. However, the Kabbalists explained the rule by pointing out for them, 1 was not a number. The monad symbolizes the divinity and could come and go as he pleased, adding nothing and taking nothing away. All right, so that's very important. The monad, that's what 1 is seen as. For another powerful gematria decode, we have plus or minus 1, Colel's rule, 333 English ordinal. Again, really easy to see, simple, energetic, powerful. You're allowed to add or subtract 1 when using the rule of Colel. Now, let's get to some other gematria decodes with this relation. So now looking at the words Colel and monad, they both share the same calculations in the 4 base English ciphers. Look, Colel, 47, 20, 88, 25. Monad, 47, 20, 88, 25. So boom, off the bat, you see they are related. They have the same vibrational energy. There's a connection there. All right, Colel, monad. Simple. Don't overthink it, okay? And this is what Shakespeare says in one of his sonnets on this concept. Okay, he says, among a number 1 is reckoned none, which means, number 1 can be seen as nothing or 0. So, but look at the decode, all right? Among a number 1 is reckoned none. 304 English ordinal. So you can use the Colel rule there to get that 303, 33. You have that 133 in English reduction as well. We like seeing that, which incorporates with the parent number rule, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But so also understand this comes from his sonnet 136 from William Shakespeare. So see what we have. Sonnet 136, which in a lot of cases, you can see that as a Colel rule situation because we know 137 is the 33rd prime. So it's funny that William Shakespeare's sonnet 136 is just one digit away from 137, that divine that number with that 33 prime. And so you like to see that, especially when it equals 34 in English reduction, just one digit away from 33. All right, we know how powerful 33 is. Then we have sonnet 136 equaling 223 in English ordinal. We understand 223 is a scripture, powerful, energetic number when it comes to scripting and writing and whatnot. But also, it's one digit away from 222, which is all about control, having structure, putting things in a box. Man, William Shakespeare coded all up and down. And it goes on to say the word kolel seems to derive from the Hebrew verb KLL, to make perfect or whole. The rule of Colel was described by Moses Cordovero in Padres Ramonin, written in 1549. So this is an ancient rule. This is ancient practice, okay? We're talking about, 500 years or more of this practice. It was also later published by Krakow in 1592. A more modern reference to the rule is found in John Mitchell's City of Revelation, in London, 1972. You can find this at masoncode.com, Colel. That's where I pulled it from. Simple, easy. I use it sometimes. Again, there's multiple ways to decode Gematria, but the rule of Colel gives you a verified way for flexibility. When we're talking about these large numbers, you're not going to get exactly on all the time, and that's okay. All right, so that gives you a little bit of wiggle room. If it's 34, you can see that as 33. If it's 32, you can see that as 33. In the energetic realms, in the Masonic realms, they've said that's close enough. Okay, and so I don't want to see anybody, discredit somebody using this rule because it's correct. We also have Moses Cordovero, the rule of Colel, equaling 136, English reduction, much like the sonnet 136, just one digit away to that 137. So you see all these connections. It's right there in the coding. The story tells itself. So now we have the parent of numbers rule, okay? And so the parent of numbers rule is based off the notion that the number 1 and 2 are parents of numbers and are not actual numbers themselves, meaning 1 and 2 can be seen as 0 in some cases, depending on your decoding method. I use this method a lot in my case, all right? So for example, 133 can be seen as 33. You could just take off that 1 with the 1 removed. Same with the number 2. 233 can be seen as 33 with the parent of numbers rule. All right. I don't usually use 2 too much. I don't use the number 2 a lot when it comes to the parent number rule, but it's possible, and it's a theory I have. It's a theory I have, and there's decodes that show why. Okay. And here's the decodes. Parent number rule is accurate, 303 ordinal, English ordinal. Accurate parents of number rule, 334 ordinal. So you see that right off the bat. Number 1 and 2 are parents of numbers in numerology, 222 in English reduction, powerful. 1 and 2 is seen as 0 in Gematria, and 1 and 2 can be casted away in Gematria, both 137 in English reduction. 133 is a common number for the parent of numbers rule usage, 330 in English reduction. All right, and so that's very simple. The monad, the dyad, the mother, the father, they create 3. Now, I just wanted to get this article out quick because I'm going to be doing a larger presentation on the divinity, the spirituality of 1, 2, and 3, and how we come together to make this realm, this matrix, and tangibility. That's going to be a deep, deep presentation. But this article right now just, scratches the surface on what you can do with these 2 numbers and how you can extrapolate that out. So this is just like a very simple article video to help people out. And the book that helped me find more understanding on all numbers, but more specifically 1 and 2, was The Beginner's Guide to Constructing the Universe: Mathematical Archetypes, Nature, Art, and Science. And you can order the book. It's helped me tremendously to understand how numbers have constructed our world. And without 1 and 2, there can't be a 3, 4, 5. There can't be anything that we see in the realm without first having the parents. Okay, and that's 1 and 2, the monad and the dyad. Okay, but before we finish up this video, I just want to let you guys know I do have a Patreon where you can support. I would love the support. We're growing every day. And there's a couple ways you can support. I have my Gematria stocks newsletters and notes. I have my private call at the end of the month, which is coming up this Sunday, May 28th. We're going to do it at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. noon. We're going to talk about all the different stocks we're in and whatnot. And I'm going to show you my Discord, which you can join, which is free. But I have a conference call section where I go over, the meeting outline before the meeting. So we're going to be talking about bubblegum, schoolyard economics, drug dealing in conglomerate American history, quick update, Camber Energy, Viking Energy merger. We have my data capital dividend portfolio overview. We're going to be talking about fertilizer stocks in relation to corn prices, the Japanese stock market, and how those businesses are going to be doing in the next couple years. So it's going to be a jam-packed third conference call. We've been doing it the last 2 months. I'm going to keep continuing to do it because they're valuable, and people come in and we talk so much. So consider to join this Patreon tier. It's only $5 a month, and I think that's very valuable because you get all my other decodes, all my other presentations, the PDFs in the past, okay? And so that's major, that's big time. Also have a monthly sports documentary tier. That's only $5 a month. I have over 20 videos on my Vimeo right now. You see all the different videos I have, all 30-minute plus videos, heavy Gematria decodes, raw, uncut, just private, exclusive content that you're not going to get on YouTube because of censorship. And also, for this month, we're going to have that symbolism in the Boondocks Red Ball episode. There's 33 energy behind that. And I've cried so many times watching that episode because it's so powerful. So I can't wait to showcase that at the end of the month, May 31st when it comes out. But remember, I already have over 20 videos you can choose from for only $5 a month. But say if you want to get my Gematria Stocks newsletters with my private calls and my sports documentaries for only $8.63 a month, which is a $1.37 discount to 33rd Prime, you can get both of those, okay? And that's my most popular package tier that you can choose from. Highly valuable, and I don't think you'll regret that. So if you want to help support the channel, help the growth, we're growing every day. Entering my Patreon community is not only an investment within yourself to better yourself, but it's an investment within backing this community. And that's major because we're doing a lot of great things, and more people on board, the better. Okay, so thank you for the support. Thank you for all my supporters on Patreon thus far. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. You guys have been staying 10 toes down for me, and we're going to keep going. So thank you for that. If you want, I also have a couple other YouTube channels you can browse as well. I have the Sports Vaults, ESPN, Enemy Number One. This is a strictly sports channel. No Gematria. It's still conspiracy based, just without the Gematria decodes because YouTube doesn't necessarily like that. But I have 38 videos on here. I also have that Boondocks episode breakdown coming, season 3, episode 3 coming as well. So stay tuned for that. I also have a purely stock market Gematria financial YouTube channel as well. This one is relatively newer, so more subscribers the better. And I'm putting on all my old financial content that's still valuable and relevant because there's a lot of Gematria decodes that you can use for the future. But I'm also putting a lot of content from the conference calls. All right, I'm putting clips from the conference calls in there. So this is a valuable YouTube channel if you're strictly just wanting to see financial Gematria decodes and financial work. So consider subscribing to both these channels for stocks and the sports stocks. I would love it, and it would help the growth in data productions media as a whole. Remember to join my Discord. We're growing every day. But that's all I have for you guys today. A very simple article, very simple video, quick to the point. You can use the rule of Colel. You can use the parent of number rule, okay? 1 and 2 are very flexible. They can be seen as 0 because they're divine. And again, I'm going to be doing a much larger presentation on how this world works with numbers and how tangibility becomes a thing from 1 and 2. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really good. So with that being said, Art Turner, Data Productions Media, dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.